Hey everybody, Deshaun Knox 10 back with another video for you guys today. And today, as you saw by the title of this video and the thumbnail of the video, I am bringing you guys my WWE Money in the Bank 2018 pay-per-view predictions. Money in the Bank is live this Sunday. We got a great weekend of wrestling. Saturday is also NXT TakeOver Chicago. But anyways, there's 10 matches on the full show, 9 on the regular show, 1 on the pre-show. It's actually not looking like a bad card, and let's get right into the predictions. So first, moving on to the pre-show match, we have the SmackDown Tag Team titles on the line. The Bludgeon Brothers going up against the Club, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. I really don't know what they're doing with the tag division. You know, ever since the Usos lost it, I feel like the SmackDown Tag Team titles have lost its prestige. It's nothing against like the Bludgeon Brothers because I actually really like them as a team. For the winner, I'm going to go with the Bludgeon Brothers. I feel like maybe they can get a good long reign. Hopefully they can build them back up again. Hopefully they can get the tag team division interesting once again. Moving on to the next match, we have Roman Reigns going up against Jinder Mahal in a one-on-one match. Now, hopefully that this match doesn't main event because I could definitely see it happening, but hopefully it doesn't. Roman Reigns has been in the main event for so many pay-per-views for so many long, 4 WrestleManias in a row. Jinder Mahal, I don't really know what they're doing with him. This feud has been built off of nothing. Just two guys randomly thrown together. Hopefully it's not that bad of a match, but I'm not really expecting too much here. As for the winner, I'm going to go with Roman Reigns. I can't really see Jinder Mahal defeating Roman Reigns. The big dog always has to stand tall, so I'm just going to go with Roman Reigns to defeat Jinder Mahal. Nothing else really to say here. Now we move on to the next match. We have the Raw Women's Championship match. Nia Jax taking on her first ever in-ring debut, singles debut, Ronda Rousey. Don't really see any way that Ronda loses her first match. So we'll stay with the women's theme. We have the SmackDown Live Women's Championship. Asuka taking on the champion Carmella. Honestly, I really like Carmella as champion. I think a lot of people, don't think she's been that good of a champion, but I think she's been pretty decent. Her on the mic has been really good. I think in the ring, she could use a little work, but, other than that, I think she's been a decent champion. Asuka, she's kind of, been on a downward slope as of late. She won the Women's Royal Rumble, and then WrestleMania, her streak was defeated, and then she's kind of really lost her footing on SmackDown Live. Hopefully she can pick it back up. And as for the winner, I am going to pick Asuka. I think we're going to get 2 new SmackDown Women's Champions. I just really can't see Asuka taking another loss, as well as Ronda, so I just think we're going to see 2 new Women's Champions on both brands. Why not do all 3 women's matches in a row? So now we have the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. We have Lana versus Alexa Bliss versus Natalya versus Charlotte versus Ember Moon versus Becky Lynch versus Naomi versus Sasha Banks. Now for this match, there's a lot of women in this match that have already held either the Raw or SmackDown Women's Championship. Like Alexa Bliss, Natalya, Charlotte has, Becky Lynch has, Naomi has, Sasha has. So it's really like it's kind of a waste. I mean, Lana hasn't. Ember Moon, she's just new to the roster. But other than that, everyone else has. So it's kind of like, I really don't need to see them as champ, at least for right now, again. So my winner pick is going to be Ember Moon. She's brand new on the roster. I think it would make the most sense. She's, great in the ring. I love her finishing move. I love her character. I love, just everything about her in the ring. So I'm going to go with Ember Moon. So now we move on to the Intercontinental Championship match. We have Seth Rollins, who is the Intercontinental Champion right now, one of the best in the world right now, going up against one of the new up-and-comers, Elias. Elias has been, fantastic ever since being called up. I think, he's just transitioned smoothly. This is one of the matches that I'm really looking forward to the most on the card. I think Seth Rollins and Elias can have a fantastic opener if they open the show with this match. Give him 15-20 minutes. I don't think they'll disappoint. Elias, has shown he's capable of putting on good matches. He's capable of working inside the ring. And Seth Rollins, we all know what Seth Rollins brings to the table. He's, the best in the world right now. He's the King Slayer. He's, he burns it down every night. So Seth Rollins versus Elias is going to be a really good one. As for the winner, I'm actually going to go with Elias. I think Elias's time is now. I think they're very high on Elias. I would, like to see Seth Rollins lose it only because I would hope he goes after the Universal title and challenges Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. I think it's Seth Rollins' time to, go up to the main event level, get that Universal title, and be the face of Raw. So I'm going to go with Elias to defeat Seth Rollins and become your new Intercontinental Champion. Next, we move on to another singles match. Bobby Lashley taking on Sami Zayn in what has to be one of the worst feuds of the year. One of the absolute worst, probably maybe even in like the past 5 years, one of the worst feuds. It's been booked terribly. They're making Bobby Lashley look like a joke. Bobby Lashley returned like 2 months ago to WWE, and I'm honestly feel bad for him that he's been booked like this. I'm gonna go with Bobby Lashley on this one to defeat Sami Zayn. Then we move to yet another singles match on this card. Daniel Bryan going up against Big Cass. Once again, not really a good feud. You know, haven't really been invested in this. Daniel Bryan, you know, he came back from injury. You know, earlier this year, he got medically cleared to compete at WrestleMania, and then he's been pretty much booked like shit. You know, he's, you know, going up against Big Cass. He went up against, you know, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Those were, you know, viable competitors. But, you know, Big Cass, like, really? Like this guy was a former WWE, you know, World Heavyweight Champion. He was a World Heavyweight Champion, Intercontinental Champion, and, like, you're just, like, you know, bringing him back just to do this. You know, hopefully after this, maybe go on to bigger and better things. Maybe face the WWE Champion AJ Styles. That would be a, you know, a dream match to see on pay-per-view. Maybe at SummerSlam, something. But, you know, hopefully we can get past this, and this will be the last Bryan and Cass match. I really don't like Cass. You know, I think he's just really corny. I think he's like, you know, I just think he tries too hard. You know, I'm gonna go with Daniel Bryan to defeat Big Cass at Money in the Bank. Now we move on to the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. We have Samoa Joe versus Finn Balor versus The Miz versus Kofi Kingston versus Bobby Roode versus Braun Strowman versus Rusev versus Kevin Owens. There's a lot of guys in this match that, you know, it's their first time in the Money in the Bank ladder match, which is really cool. So hopefully we can get a first-time winner, or, you know, a guy like The Miz. You know, The Miz, you know, he's just been so freaking incredible, you know, as of late. Being former WWE champion, winning this match before, you know, I'd love to see Miz win it back again. You know, Samoa Joe, I'd love to see Samoa Joe. I'd love to see a big guy like him take down, you know, that briefcase. You know, it would look, you know, great with him. Finn Balor, you guys know how I feel about Finn Balor. Don't like him at all. Hopefully he does not win this match. If he does, then I'll be very, very pissed. You know, guy like Kofi Kingston or Big E or Xavier, really don't know who from the New Day is going to be a participant in the match yet, but you know, either, you know, three of the guys could definitely win it. You know, each guy has their individual qualities. You know, Big E's the big man. Kofi just does amazing spots, and Xavier's just, you know, really, really good in the ring. Would love to see any of them win it. Bobby Roode, you know, is kind of stale as of late, but, you know, I do really like Bobby Roode. You know, Bobby Roode as a heel is, you know, way better than Bobby Roode as a face. Bobby Roode's a face right now. Hopefully, if he won the briefcase, he would turn heel, and that would be just, you know, fantastic. Hopefully, you know, someone can beat Brock Lesnar. Maybe he could cash it in at SummerSlam on a guy like Seth Rollins. If Seth Rollins defeats Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam for the Universal title, Bobby Roode comes in and cashes in on, you know, one of the biggest baby faces in the company right now, Seth Rollins. That'd be great. Braun Strowman, I don't really think he should win it, but, you know, he's a guy, you know, that if he won it, I wouldn't be, you know, mad about it. You know, Braun Strowman, I love Braun Strowman. You know, he's one of my favorites right now in the company. But I just don't really think he's fit for the briefcase. I think it's more, you know, meant for a guy who's, you know, up on the come up. You know, Braun Strowman, he's going to win multiple world titles. He can beat, you know, Brock Lesnar on his own. Hopefully he gets to beat Brock Lesnar sometime soon. You know, someone, just anyone beat Brock Lesnar. I really don't care. But, you know, Braun Strowman can get into the main event on his own. Then we go to Rusev. Rusev is a guy, you know, who's, you know, perfectly fit for this. Everybody just loves Rusev. It's Rusev Day every day. You know, he would be perfect for the briefcase. And then we move to the last guy, Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens, perfect heel, you know, to get the briefcase. He's been Universal Champion before, you know, like a year and a half ago. You know, had a pretty good run. You know, wish it would have went a little longer. You know, wish it didn't freaking lose to Goldberg, and then who lost to freaking Brock Lesnar at Mania. What are you gonna do? I think, you know, Kevin Owens is finally getting back into that groove of being a singles competitor. You know, he was with Sami Zayn for a little bit, you know, this past, you know, couple months. So hopefully Kevin Owens can get back in the groove. I'd love to see Kevin Owens with the briefcase. Like I said, perfect heel for it. You know, perfect character for the briefcase. Would love to see him cash in on a guy like Seth Rollins, or, you know, even if Sami Zayn somehow won the world title, that would be incredible. So yeah, you know, a lot of guys in this match who could definitely win it, who I'd love to see win it. But as for my official pick, I have to stick with my original pick, and I gotta go with The Miz. All right, and now we finally move on to the main event. Hopefully, what is the main event? The WWE title, which will be contested in a last man standing match. AJ Styles as the champion going up against Shinsuke Nakamura. I think Shinsuke as a heel has been doing very, very well. AJ, you know, doing what he does, being the phenomenal one, being AJ freaking Styles. But, you know, the booking, the low blows have just been, you know, a complete left turn. I think they went in the opposite direction. You know, I think they could have done way better than this. You know, hopefully this is the last match between the two. And as for the winner, it pains me to say, but I have to go with AJ Styles. It not like pains me, but, you know, I just feel bad for Shinsuke because he does deserve the WWE title, but I just don't think that the company, you know, really sees him as a world champion. Alrighty guys, so that's gonna do it for the video today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, remember, leave a like, comment down below, tell me what you guys think of Money in the Bank this Sunday. I think it's gonna be a pretty good show, hopefully. You know, like I said, it looks good on paper, but the building has been pretty poorly. Hopefully they can deliver though. And always subscribe if you're new to the channel. Remember to follow me on all social media. The links will be down in the description box below. Keep up to date with me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. And yeah, until next time guys, we'll see you guys in the next video. Take care everyone. Peace.